It's one of the most abundant natural resources on the face of planet Earth today. Simply sand. But when it arrives at this plant, it becomes a key ingredient of today's most critical, sustainable industrial insulation for pipes and vessels. FOAMGLAS cellular glass insulation. From cryogenic cold to scalding hot, one installation for total insulation. Our special guest on Industry Visions, Mr. Steve Oslika. Steve, welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me.
Steve, everybody is talking green today. Tell us a little bit about the total green cycle of FOAMGLAS.
Well, it is indeed a green cycle. We define sustainability as environmentally green from cradle to grave, associated with life cycle cost. So we make the finest glass from this ingredient and others. We then send it into the ball mill, as you'll see here. The ball mill crushes it up into a fine powder. Then from there we create a block of foam glass. That block is then sent to the finishing department. The finishing department makes insulation blocks, which are then sent out to the field and are converted into pipe covering, tank insulation, etc. For a long service life, which we like to define as real sustainability from cradle to grave.
FOAMGLAS cellular glass insulation, when we're talking about the green cycle, what is the total cycle of the product?
Typically, the material will last for decades. We're looking at sometimes 10-year cycles, sometimes 20, 30, in some cases 45, 50 years of service life. So when we talk about sustainability, sustainability is defined in many different ways, but we like to define it as service life.
So we're basically talking from sand to glass to FOAMGLAS cellular glass insulation, 40 years of service, and then back to
sand, perhaps.
Sand or more of the product.
Right. There's some cases where the material can be removed and reinstalled. In other cases, it's removed, crushed up, and returned to the landfill.
Steve, thanks for the visit today on Industry Visions.